somebody walks by, and you stand up and you walk outside and you say, hey, can I help you? And there's nobody in the building.
For this week, the team has decided to go to one of Pensacola's landmark, formerly Dreamland Skate Center. Landmark behind me is closed right now, and you would pass by and think it's a ghost land. We're here to investigate if the rumors of this place being haunted is true. Most of Pensacolians remember skating here, having birthday parties here, having dance nights here, and I personally had a lot of fun in this rink. So we wanted to come back here and see if the rumors are true. Are there really ghosts that haunt this location? So we're going to go in and investigate to see if this location really has Mr. Vic's spirit present.
All of y'all are with Brian? Y'all said this is our room?
One day I was in the office and I was doing some inventory, and I was here by myself. I was here by myself Monday through Friday. So I was in there by myself and nobody was in the building but me. And I heard people talking. And I got really quiet and listened. And I kept hearing like 3 different guys' voices talking. And I grabbed the phone and I called up my manager, Donna, and I said, Donna, there's somebody talking in your office, which was right next to my office. So she's like, no, Mindy, that's my computer. It's an Apple, it talks. And I said, no, ma'am, that is 3 men talking in your office. And I grabbed the phone and I ran straight out the front door because I was terrified. So I called her and I said, you're gonna have to come up here and close the building because I'm not going back in there.
I'm Richard, lead investigator, Second Sight Paranormal. Today we are at the Landmark Skate Center, and we're going to do an EVP session and see if we can talk to Mr. Vic, who was the original owner of the building. So we're going to turn the lights off and see what we can get. All right, here we go. Mr. Vic, if you're here with us, can you try to talk to us in some way? The 2 ladies that are here are holding meters in their hand. They have a green light on. If you touch that meter, it'll light up and it'll let us know that you're still around here. But people are wondering because people said that they could see you walking around the skating rink. So we were wanting to know if you're here.
Mr. Vic, was this your office? Did you spend a lot of time in here?
Did you have a lot of time in this building from the very, very beginning?
Mr. Vic, if you're here, can you make a noise? Or like knock on the wall like this for us to let us know you're here?
Or get close to one of our instruments. Light them up. Mr. Vick, do you miss children being here?
Does it make you sad to see that this building is in the shape that it's in? Okay. Let's stop this.
My experience was the closed off area that's been closed since '86, except to close friends and family, and we use it as a storage area. It's about 2,000 square feet of locked up area. And on one occasion, after nobody had actually even been in this storeroom for 4 or 5 years, my wife and I needed to get some stuff, and so we went up into the area, and it's so cluttered that everybody kind of takes different paths as you walk through it, and you kind of lose sight because things are stacked kind of high. And we met on the far side and heard a music box playing. Oh, clear as day. And she turns to me and says, "Hey, there's a music box playing over in your stuff." I said, "Well, that doesn't really make sense, does it? Because I don't know, a battery that would last for 5 years, and kind of weird." So we went over and did a little exploring and took different paths over to the other side. And when we both showed up, we're at the point where we thought that the music box was playing. It wasn't there.
I went upstairs one time by myself, and there was a music box up there that just started playing by itself. So I hurried down.
Right now we're on the second floor, which is where the slot car racing was. We're in the length of this floor. Drinking, gambling, adult fun.
We just had a K2 hit just a minute ago before we got the audio recorder going. Is there anybody up here that wants to talk to us? I have a recorder over here. All you gotta do is speak right here where this little red light is. We'll be able to hear you. Or you can sit there and kind of try to light up this K2 meter over here with a little green light. All you have to do is touch it. Oh, thank you. See if you can light it all the way up. You're getting there.
Good, good, good.
Keep trying.
Please make it go to the red. Are you still here? Hello? Are you here?
Are you still getting the breeze?
I've just had a 3-degree temperature drop. Right next to me, it went from 83 to 80.
Right beside you, straight up down, or
right between us.
Okay.
I grabbed the thermometer from her and measured it as I felt it, and it's right here next to me.
Okay.
And it was a solid 83. Dropped down to 80. Stayed there for maybe 1 to 2 seconds, and then it's gone. But it's intermittent. It's like it's walking. Oh, there it is again. It's right here.
Alright.
It's
The
right
other
here.
thing to do when you do that, kind of look around, because
To
like
see
you've
vents.
got a vent over here on the top end of the building, and it can also allow the air to flow through. You have to think about stuff like that.
What would it be called?
Valerie, you getting anything over there? It's staying pretty flat?
Yep.
Okay.
It is considerably cold though. That is the only thing I'm noticing. And I have goosebumps on this side of my body. Oh,
That was
sorry.
probably the spirit.
There's been a bunch of stories about a young girl in a white dress, but I don't know anybody who has first-hand experience with that, just third-hand stories.
It's smaller than I am.
Okay.
So it might be our 12-year-old friend
Could be.
maybe following us up here. It could be our little girl in the white dress, maybe. Maybe she's
that's
the one
possible.
that turns the music on.
Are you a little girl? If you're a little girl, can you sit there and light that K2 meter up for me? If your little boy, can you light that K2 meter up now? No hits at all on the K2.
Did you used to race stock cars up here?
Do you live here? Is this your home?
Do you like the pool table sitting here? Want to shoot some pool?
Hello, are you still here?
You still feeling the cold spot?
A little. I was gonna ask a question.
Go ahead.
After we gave it a minute. Since you were doing so good for me before and standing next to me and hanging out with me, could you do me a favor? And if you're with me again, could you light up the meter for me? Because I can feel you standing on my left. Breeze straight through. Noticeable breeze. Are you afraid of the meter? Do the lights startle you?
Can you give us a sign that you're here?
Can you finish this? Not getting any activity now. All right.
Should we try asking about the music? We didn't ask about that.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so one of the stories up here is that there's music similar to a music box that can be heard up here. Can you do me a favor and let us be able to hear that? Loud or soft, we'd really love to be able to hear that music. We'll all stand really still and be really quiet so we can listen. Breeze. My right arm was just touched.
Okay, cool.
I just had this happen.
Okay.
It was ice cold.
Good deal. I'm kind of jealous because I'm burning up over here.
I mean, I'm sweating. That didn't help any, but that was really cool. Thank you very much. I know you didn't light up our meter for us, but I sure felt it, and I really appreciate it. That was awesome. Thank you. I am covered in goosebumps.
Can you touch another one of us?
I'm covered. My hair's on end. Look at that.
Well, I felt a little sphere of cooler air. It was, it was like right here.
It's right, yeah. I hear movement on that
I
end.
do too.
Yeah, me too.
All right, let's walk down there to where Valerie's at.
The saddest was a young boy, age 12 here. We had about 250 kids in the building, and he had undiagnosed childhood diabetes, and so probably exerted himself to an extreme skating around the skate floor. In his locker, we found half of a Powerade, and so what the medics tell us is that with the condition that he had, if he exerted himself to an extreme and then threw some sugar into his system, that he would have gone into cardiac arrest, and that's actually what happened out here on the skate floor.
Your normal voice, and I'll ask questions related towards issues that you have. So why don't you go ahead and go first, and then we'll just go around this way.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes, go ahead.
He didn't know he had diabetes. It was undiagnosed, and so he's not really going to be able to relate to the diabetes, I don't think, because it was an undiagnosed thing. So yeah, it's good to bring awareness to it or whatnot for people, but he's not really going to be able to relate to that, I don't think, since he didn't know about it. That's how he died, but he didn't know that's.
Is that why everybody was so shocked?
Yeah.
When he started going into convulsion? Because I've got a lot of friends who are diabetic, and I've seen that before.
Yeah.
And it is scary. But once you realize, once
But
you
when I
know
read
that's
it
what
was
it
he
is.
was undiagnosed. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, so that was the shock that everybody was freaking out about. They didn't know.
Yeah.
So whenever he, okay.
So he didn't even know he was sick?
He didn't know he had he didn't know he was diabetic at all.
Well, let's still ask you a question.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure he was probably around listening while everything was going on, watching and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and ask your question.
Did you know how sick you were? Did you know it was wrong? I mean, you were gonna pass out.
Let's go ahead with the next question. Can you tell me what size skating shoe that you wore?
Did you used to play hide and go seek here with your friends?
Do you miss having people here to hang out with?
Okay, we have all these ways that you can communicate. Do you want to send a message to your mom and dad? And if so, what would it be?
Is that you that's flashing the red light on the bear for us? Once long for yes. Looks like a heartbeat.
That was Sal whispering.
Hi, I'm Sabrina, and now we're going to try and communicate with any spirits that are here using this device. It's a spirit box. What it does is scans radio frequencies and allows the spirit to manipulate those frequencies to pass messages on to us. Are there any spirits here tonight who would like to communicate with us? If so, make yourself known, say your name.
Can you tell us your name? It said Steve again. Okay. What are you doing here?
Skate. I thought it was skate.
Yeah. Do you like it here?
Wow.
Skate again. Who else is here? Tell us your name.
Says Steve again.
How old are you, Steve?
7? 6. I thought I heard 6. How old are you? 6. 7?
Are there 2 kids here?
Were you the one that was touching me on my side earlier? You can touch me again if you'd like. It's okay, I don't mind.
Who else is here with us? Is Mr. Vic here?
No?
'Cause-
7? 6. 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7? 7?
kids are here with us?
One. It said one. Did you have problems with diabetes? Did you pass away here in this building? While you were skating here, did you have problems with your diabetes?
I also have diabetes if you do. I kind of understand how you felt. Was it real warm for you that night too?
I think we're kind of might be talking to the little boy that passed away. You're gonna say yes?
Yeah.
You said yes.
Yeah.
So what happened? Did you drink too much drinks that had sugar in it?
Did you forget to take your medicine that day?
I thought I'd say good question. I don't know.
Do you like this skating rink? No. Why not? You notice, like when we first started doing this, there was not as much.
As I'm here, the medium of the investigation, I do sense a death here. I do feel like there is a little boy that sometimes just kind of runs around the rink and has touched some of our investigators tonight. He did scare me also in the office. He made a loud screeching noise, and then I jumped. I didn't get that on camera, unfortunately. But as I stand here, I do feel the residual energy of his passing. I do feel where he would have been roller skating. He looks like he's a little heavyset kid with brown hair, and he would have been roller skating kind of in this direction and just pretty much fell out. I do feel that his energy is here. He's a trickster. He loves to play with people. And this was a fun place for him and his family. And I do feel that he's haunted this location for many, many years. And even when it was open, he did go around and tap people on the shoulder and kind of skated along with the children. He is a spirit that's full of energy and love. And we brought the Boo Bear out, and it's still lit up, which is fun, just as a way to connect with him because he was 12 years old. And I just wanted to say that his spirit lives on here, and he's still skating around here in this rink, and he is just having the time of his life. So we celebrate him tonight and all the other children and families that really, truly enjoyed this place. I being one of them. This place is full of memories, full of spirits, and it is truly a landmark.
Yeah, and some like touch my arm. Keeps touching me on the arm.
I've got the chills.
K2's going on.
Yeah.
Is that you? Are you the little boy that passed away here in the skating rink? Can you answer me through that box? Through the spirit box? Or are you Mr. Pick? Mr. Vic?
I just got a hit.
Yeah, I just lit up on the KP when I said Mr. Vic.
Mr. Vic, are you here? Oh, there it goes.
Yeah,
Yes,
almost every time I've said Mr. Vic, the KP goes off.
Is this your
Thank
office?
you.
How long was that?
That was so great.
Are you here, Mr. Vic?
He went off again.
Did you just say hi?
Yeah.
You said hi.
Okay, y'all, I gotta move. I gotta take a minute.
Okay.
Ooh. Hey, man.
Two.
Are we
I
done
just,
in here?
when I get touched, it's,
Yeah.
it's kind of, you
I
know.
wish we'd gotten when I got touched out
I
there
got-
on film.
But all the hairs, you know, all your hair stands
Oh,
up.
yeah.
It's like, it feels like static. Look. It does. It feels like static electricity, like almost that
Yeah.
feeling. Like
Yeah.
when you put the covers over you and you pull them and it goes, you know. It's that kind of feeling. It's like a staticky feeling. But that's what was going on with my arm.
I was behind the merchandise counter and I was stocking everything. I used to bring my little dog in with me, Pookie. And I was bent down behind the merchandise counter and Pookie started looking crazy, like through the glass on the merchandise. And then I happened to look over and I saw a shadow move in front of the merchandise counter. Scared me to death. And then that same day, he ran from the merchandise counter all the way out to the middle of the skate floor over where the hockey area is, and he started barking and growling and he would not stop.
Landmark Skating Ring is truly a landmark in Pensacola. We thank the original owner, Mr. Vic, and the current owner, Mr. Joe, for many years of family fun. And this is a tribute to them and all of Pensacola that have been in this location and had a wonderful time. Such great memories here. And we thank you.
Thank you.